It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. The royal palace walls shook with shock when Prince William declared his unwavering dedication to protecting Diana's legacy, leaving Queen Camilla in tears. His bold words publicly solidified his loyalty to his late mother, thrusting the monarchy into a world of tension and turmoil. Camilla, overwhelmed, reportedly retreated to her chambers, struggling with the emotional weight of William's actions. Let us uncover how William's crusade to honor Diana's memory has reignited old wounds. When news of William's decision spread, the reaction inside the palace was immediate. Camilla reportedly broke down in tears, retreating to her private chambers to process the emotional fallout. Sources describe her as overwhelmed by the weight of Diana's enduring presence. It's not just about her personal feelings, though. This is a moment where old scars are being reopened, and the shadow of Diana's legacy looms large over the monarchy's present and future. But what William revealed next would change everything, shaking the very foundation of the royal family. The emotional tension didn't stop with Camilla. The palace staff and senior aides quickly realized this wasn't just another family squabble. The atmosphere in the palace grew heavy as words spread, with whispers of history repeating itself echoing through the corridors. Meetings were called, and the usual royal routine seemed to pause as everyone scrambled to handle the situation. Even the king found himself in a tough spot, trying to balance his wife's feelings with his son's determination to honor Diana. Behind closed doors, the family dynamics have been under significant strain. William's decision has not only reignited unresolved feelings about Diana, but has also placed a spotlight on Camilla's role in the royal family. To many, she's long been viewed as the other woman in the Charles-Diana saga, and William's actions unintentionally bring those old perceptions back into focus. This isn't just about who sits on which throne. It's about how the royal family reconciles its past while navigating the modern world. While the royal family is no stranger to scrutiny, the public reaction to this development has been overwhelmingly supportive of William. Social media has erupted with praise for his loyalty and courage in standing up for Diana's memory. Many see it as a refreshing reminder of Diana's humanity and the legacy she left behind. It's also worth noting that this move has strengthened William's connection with the public, solidifying his image as the people's prince who's not afraid to challenge the status quo. The ripple effects of this decision have been felt across the royal family. King Charles, who's still finding his footing as the reigning monarch, is now walking a tightrope. On one side, he's a father who understands William's reasons for wanting to honor Diana. On the other, he's a husband who's watching his wife struggle with the emotional toll of this public reckoning. It's a balancing act that's testing his leadership and his personal relationships in equal measure. Even Princess Anne, known for her steady and pragmatic approach to family matters, has reportedly stepped in to mediate. Her goal is to keep the peace and help the family navigate this tricky period without letting emotions boil over completely. Meanwhile, Prince Harry, though physically distant, has reportedly expressed a mix of pride and sadness over the developments. His relationship with Diana's legacy is deeply personal, and this latest chapter is a poignant reminder of the family's shared history. At the heart of all this is the undeniable fact that Diana's influence still shapes the royal family's present and future. She wasn't just a princess. She was a revolutionary figure who changed how people view the monarchy. Her warmth, compassion, and relatability left an indelible mark, and her sons, especially William, are ensuring that her spirit lives on in how they approach their royal roles. For Camilla, this situation underscores the challenges of stepping into a role so intertwined with Diana's legacy. While she's worked hard to carve out her place within the royal family, the specter of Diana's memory continues to cast a long shadow. Family moments like this highlight how deeply the public's memory of Diana is ingrained. It's not just about Camilla's feelings. It's about how the monarchy as a whole grapples with its history while trying to move forward. The changes brought about by William's decision go beyond family dynamics. They're prompting a reevaluation of how the royal family approaches its duties, traditions, and public image. Diana's revolutionary approach to her royal role set a precedent for what modern royalty could look like. Now, her legacy is being woven into the fabric of the monarchy's evolution, with William leading the charge. Diana's groundbreaking approach to royal duties was a sharp departure from centuries of rigid protocol. She connected with people on a deeply personal level, whether by kneeling to speak to a child or holding the hand of someone battling illness. These gestures, though small, had a seismic impact on public perceptions of the monarchy. They humanized a family often seen as distant and aloof. Diana's actions didn't just break the rules. They rewrote them entirely, setting a standard that continues to challenge the royal family's traditions. The public's enduring affection for Diana is a testament to her ability to make people feel seen and valued. Her humanitarian efforts, from raising awareness about landmines to breaking stigmas around illnesses, demonstrated that the monarch could be a force for real, tangible change. William's decision to honor her legacy isn't just about nostalgia. It's about building on that foundation and ensuring that the royal family remains relevant in a rapidly changing world. This latest chapter in the royal family story also sheds light on the complexities of their internal relationships. The dynamic between William and Camilla has always been complicated, shaped by the history between their parents. While both have maintained a public facade of respect and cordiality, moments like this reveal the underlying tensions that have never fully dissipated. William's actions are a reminder that the past, no matter how carefully managed, has a way of resurfacing. King Charles's role in this situation is equally challenging. As a father, he's undoubtedly proud of William's dedication to Diana's memory. As a husband, he's deeply aware of the emotional toll this is taking on Camilla. Balancing these dual roles is no easy feat, especially when the world is watching every move. The king's leadership is being tested in ways that go beyond the ceremonial. It's about navigating the delicate balance between family loyalty and public duty. The emotional ripple effects of William's decision have reached every corner of the royal family. Even young Prince George has reportedly been asking questions about the grandmother he never knew, a poignant reminder of how Diana's legacy continues to influence future generations. For the older members of the family, this moment is a stark reminder of the challenges they faced during Diana's lifetime and the unresolved emotions that linger to this day. The public's reaction to this unfolding drama has been a mix of support and fascination. Social media platforms are flooded with posts praising William for his courage and drawing comparisons between him and his mother. Many see this as a defining moment in William's journey toward becoming a future king, one who's willing to challenge tradition to uphold values that resonate with the public. The royal family's troubles were just beginning, leading to an unexpected clash. It was a moment no one expected, least of all Prince Louis himself. The scene, his 6th birthday celebration. What should have been a day of joy and carefree fun turned into an emotional whirlwind, a clash that had everyone talking. Picture this: a little boy, 6 years old, facing off with Queen Camilla, his step-grandmother, in an encounter that shook the very image of royal family harmony. The day started with high hopes. Prince Louis had been counting down for weeks, eagerly awaiting the family picnic planned in the palace gardens. For him, this was more than just a birthday. It was an escape from royal rules, a rare chance to be a regular kid. His older siblings, Princess Charlotte and Prince George, shared in the excitement, imagining games, treats, and maybe even a treasure hunt. This was not just a party. It was freedom wrapped up in a child's dream. But that dream did not last. Hours before the picnic was set to begin, word came down. It was canceled. The official reason? Safety concerns. But whispers within the palace suggested something deeper. Queen Camilla, known for her strict adherence to royal decorum, had other plans. Queen Camilla decided that a picnic was not appropriate for such an occasion. Instead, the celebration was moved indoors, swapping out carefree laughter for stiff royal protocols. Prince Louis's excitement quickly turned to frustration. The garden party he had been so eager for was replaced by a formal indoor gathering. The disappointment was written all over his face. While Princess Charlotte and Prince George adapted to the change, Prince Louis could not hide his feelings. His parents, Prince William and Kate, tried their best to lift his spirits. There were presents, favorite snacks, even a few jokes to coax a smile, but the spark in Prince Louis's eyes was gone. The room's atmosphere grew heavier as the day wore on. Then came the moment that would make headlines. Queen Camilla approached Prince Louis, likely intending to wish him a happy birthday, but the tension was palpable. The young prince, still fuming over his ruined plans, looked up at his step-grandmother with a glare that could cut glass. Those who witnessed it said the room fell silent, as if everyone was holding their breath. What followed was not the kind of sweet exchange you would expect on a child's birthday. Instead, Prince Louis turned his back on Queen Camilla. He refused to acknowledge her presence, his small act of defiance sending shockwaves through the gathered family. And then, as if to make his feelings crystal clear, he leaned toward his sister, Princess Charlotte, and whispered words that would later be repeated far and wide. "I hate her. She is not my queen." It was a raw, unfiltered moment, one that left Queen Camilla visibly shaken. Her usual composure faltered, even if just for a second. Witnesses described her looking away briefly, as if needing a moment to process the sting of her step-grandson's words. But she quickly regained her poise, masking any reaction with the practiced neutrality expected of a royal. Prince Louis's parents were quick to act. After the indoor celebration, they quietly took him outside for a private moment in the garden. There, away from the formalities and prying eyes, they snapped a few photos of their son. In those pictures, Prince Louis looked more like himself, smiling and carefree, a stark contrast to the tense atmosphere indoors. This incident did not happen in a vacuum. Those close to the royal family have noted growing tensions between Queen Camilla and the younger royals, particularly Prince Louis. Known for her traditionalist views, Queen Camilla has often clashed with the more modern parenting style of Prince William and Kate. While the Prince and Princess of Wales prioritize emotional well-being and individuality for their children, Queen Camilla's approach leans heavily on rules and decorum. Take, for example, a royal event in the year 2022. Queen Camilla reportedly insisted that Prince Louis remain seated and composed throughout a long ceremony, while Prince George and Princess Charlotte were given some freedom to move around. Prince Louis's restless nature was met with stern reminders to behave. For a young boy full of energy, this was nothing short of torture. Moments like these, seemingly small, have added up over time, creating a noticeable strain in their relationship. Queen Camilla's influence within the family has grown significantly since her marriage to King Charles. She has a hand in decisions ranging from the children's public appearances to their education. Insiders claim that while Prince George and Princess Charlotte occasionally get a pass, Prince Louis often bears the brunt of her stricter rules. Her emphasis on maintaining royal composure has clashed with Prince Louis's free-spirited personality, leaving him feeling stifled. This is not the first time Queen Camilla's approach has caused friction. Reports from previous family events paint a picture of subtle but persistent tension. During King Charles's coronation, Prince Louis's playful antics caught public attention, but behind the scenes, Queen Camilla was said to be less amused. Her frustration over his behavior reportedly led to remarks about what she deemed unbecoming conduct for a royalty child. These comments did not sit well with Prince William and Kate, who felt their son's lively nature was being unfairly criticized. Even during somber occasions such as Queen Elizabeth's funeral, Queen Camilla's influence was felt. Insiders say she insisted Prince Louis stay out of public view, arguing he was not ready to display the appropriate decorum. While this decision may have been well-intentioned, it reportedly upset Prince William and Kate, who value including all their children in family traditions. For Prince Louis, these moments of friction have left a mark. The once carefree and energetic prince has begun to feel the weight of royal expectations, leaving a lasting impact on his young life. Prince Louis started to show signs of withdrawal, particularly around Queen Camilla. What might seem like minor grievances to outsiders have built up over time, culminating in his birthday outburst. His reaction was not just about a canceled picnic. It was the culmination of months, if not years, of feeling overshadowed and misunderstood. Public reaction to the confrontation has been mixed. Critics of Queen Camilla argue that her old-fashioned ways are out of step with the needs of the younger royals. They see her rigidity as a hindrance to the monarchy's modernization, a stumbling block in a time when the royal family is trying to appear more relatable. Supporters of Queen Camilla, on the other hand, defend her commitment to tradition, emphasizing the challenges of balancing her role as queen consort and step-grandmother. After the clash, questions about the monarchy's future grew louder. Can Charles lead a new era? The British monarchy still hangs on as a big deal in the United Kingdom, but public sentiment is shifting. Polls paint a clear picture. Figures like Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and Prince William, the Prince of Wales, are well-liked, with 61% and 60% of the public giving them a thumbs up. Even Anne, the Princess Royal, has a solid fan base with 56% viewing her favorably. King Charles III doesn't do quite as well, with 49% of folks liking him. Altogether, just under half the country, about 48%, sees the royal family in a good light. These numbers sound solid at first, but dig a little deeper and there's more going on. When it comes to how important the monarchy actually is, there's a split, and age plays a big role in that divide. Back in 2021, a survey showed only 29% of people thought the monarchy was very important, the lowest it's ever been. Another 26% thought it was quite important, which brings the total to 55% who think it matters. Even that's a far cry from overwhelming support, and it's the younger crowd that's really shifting things. Only 31% of people aged 18 to 24 back the monarchy, compared to 78% of those over 65, a massive gap. Money is another sticking point for the monarchy's reputation. In late 2024, 43% of Britons thought the royal family was worth the cost to taxpayers. On the flip side, 27% disagreed. Younger adults, those between 18 and 34, are split even more. 32% think the monarchy's a good deal, but a close 27% aren't convinced. This shows that opinions about whether the monarchy offers value for money are getting trickier, especially among the younger crowd. In an attempt to stay relevant, the royal family has been trying to update its image. Prince William, for instance, has been doing his best to seem approachable. He's out there taking selfies and keeping things casual when interacting with the public. Some royal watchers, like Jenny Bond, believe that Queen Elizabeth II would have been proud of William's efforts to make the monarchy feel more modern and less stiff. He's working hard to show that being royal doesn't have to mean being out of touch. But not every royal is winning people over. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have seen their popularity take a nosedive. These days, only 28% of people view Harry favorably, and Meghan's numbers are even lower at 21%. Prince Andrew fares the worst, though, with just 11% holding a positive view of him. These numbers reveal that while some members of the family are seen as relatable or even admirable, others are dragging down the overall image. The younger generation's take on the monarchy's future is one of the most critical factors. In 2023, a survey showed that nearly half, 46%, of people aged 18 to 24 said they'd rather have an elected head of state than keep the monarchy. Only 31% of that age group supported the idea of sticking with the monarchy. Compare that to older groups, where support for the monarchy is much higher, and it's clear there's a generational divide that could shape what happens next. While the royals' favorability ratings tell one part of the story, there's more detail when you look at what drives these opinions. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and Prince William are often seen as the modern faces of the monarchy. They're frequently involved in public engagements, from charity work to major events, which helps maintain their popularity. Catherine's fashion choices and her role as a mother often get public attention, making her relatable to many. William's focus on mental health initiatives and the environment aligns with issues that resonate with younger generations. These efforts help them stay in the public's good graces, even as overall attitudes toward the monarchy shift. King Charles III, despite being the monarch, has a mixed public image. Views on the environment, long seen as controversial, are now considered ahead of their time, but they haven't been enough to boost his popularity significantly. His age and the long shadow cast by his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, also make it harder for him to stand out. While he's tried to emphasize continuity and tradition, this doesn't always resonate with a younger audience looking for change. Generational differences are evident not only in support for the monarchy, but also in what people expect from it. Older generations often view the monarchy as a symbol of stability and continuity, values that have been emphasized through decades of royal traditions. For them, the royal family represents a connection to history and national identity. In contrast, younger generations are more likely to question the relevance of these traditions. They're also more focused on issues like transparency and accountability, which don't always align with a monarchy's image. Controversies have undoubtedly played a role in shaping public opinion. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back from royal duties and their subsequent interviews have been polarizing. While some see them as brave for speaking out about their experiences, others view their actions as damaging to the monarchy's reputation. Their declining popularity numbers reflect this divide, highlighting the challenges the royal family faces in maintaining unity and public support. Prince Andrew's situation is even more damaging. His ties to controversies and legal battles have significantly tarnished the royal family's image, with only 11% of the public holding a favorable view of him. His presence continues to be a liability. This kind of negative attention makes it harder for the monarchy to present a united and positive image. Efforts to modernize the monarchy are ongoing, but they face challenges. While Prince William's approachable style and focus on relatable issues have been effective, it's unclear how far these efforts can go in bridging the generational divide. Younger people, who are less likely to view the monarchy as essential, may need more than updated public engagements to change their minds. The challenge lies in balancing tradition with the need to stay relevant in a rapidly changing world. The financial aspect of the monarchy's role also sparks debate. The sovereign grant, which funds the royal family's official duties, is a point of contention for many. Critics argue that the cost is unjustifiable, especially during times of economic hardship. Supporters counter that the monarchy's contributions to tourism and the national economy outweigh these costs. However, younger people who are more likely to scrutinize public spending are less convinced by this argument. This divide over financial value adds another layer to the ongoing debate about the monarchy's future. The role of the monarchy in representing Britain internationally is another important factor. Royal tours and state visits are often framed as tools for diplomacy and promoting British interests abroad. However, these tours have also faced criticism, particularly when they highlight the monarchy's colonial history. Younger generations are more likely to view these events through a critical lens, questioning the relevance of such traditions in a modern context. This adds to the pressure on the royal family to adapt to changing expectations. The influence of media cannot be overlooked when discussing the monarchy's image. Tabloids, documentaries, and interviews have all played a role in shaping public perceptions. Positive stories about the royals' charity work and public engagements help maintain their popularity, but negative stories, especially scandals, can have a lasting impact. Social media has also become a significant platform for public opinion, amplifying both support and criticism of the monarchy. Younger people who are more active on these platforms often use them to voice their views on the institution, further highlighting the generational divide. Should modern monarchies adapt more radically to social media-driven public opinion or risk becoming obsolete? If you enjoyed this debate, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more.